At the end of part 1, B006 was Sin for promising bonus videos and shorts, thinking that there were never any Battle of Objects shorts. There in fact was one. One Sin will be removed for that. But it was also used at the after credit scene in an episode, so I'll add back a Sin for that.
Oh god, no, here's where the weird faces start.
Do that again. Yeah, I almost got myself killed looking for it.
I can faintly hear my young voice saying, "Do that again," right before Beach Ball speaks.
Wait, killed? Wait, I have an idea. If we kill ourselves...
Best idea Boney ever had was suicide.
Survived in Battle of Objects Land.
Battle of Objects Land. No creative name. Laziness. Again, I didn't even try to add a flashback. Cool, just show the host an orange token and anyone can rejoin the show. Right after he is mentioned, French Fry calls iPhone on FaceTime. Really coincidental timing. And right after that, iPhone runs out of battery. But great timing. How is removing Candy Corn's limbs a good substitute for elimination?
But don't you teleport them?
I can't tell who is speaking. Wind Token sounds like he knows he doesn't have to mutilate Candy Corn's limbs off, but just doesn't care. Sure, you can't teleport her away, so you have to dismember her. What sign-ups day? Wind Token just showed up out of nowhere one day. Another evil token. Obviously he's evil. He's red, has shades, and has claws. Greetings, Puffball from BFDIA. When did you get here?
Oh, this is so boring. I'm gonna play my iPhone.
Good thing Boomerang for some reason has to say out loud that he's going to use his iPhone. How else would the team notice that they lost one of their 4 members? Why is Puffball going along with what these total strangers are saying? Doesn't she have better things to do? Convenient boat shack is convenient, and how did Muggy not notice that before the team got there? Did Butter and Peanut Butter know he was there? Do they just let homeless people sleep in the boats or something? The same "yeah" clip was used for 3 different people, and it doesn't sound like celery at all. There's no way that Pisa's sign could have gone all that way and stabbed Puffball like that. Okay, maybe there's too much weight, but I'm surprised neither the boat, iPhone, or remote broke on impact. With how far Basketball is going to float behind you, he's just going to slow you down and won't help you keep afloat. Oh nice, a random storm out of nowhere. Don't you love when that happens? So the eliminated contestants were all beaten up and I guess they all have messed up eyes. And Glasses is missing one. At least they can wear an eye patch. Oh, and nobody will call them 4 eyes anymore because they only have 3 now. It's the same laugh used for Lemon and Boo 5. How did Wind Token get a helicopter so fast and how did he know exactly where to go?
Ooh, can I tell another joke? No. Oh, well, I'm gonna say it. No. So, there's a... Oh, look, it's a clip.
All of their lines seem cut off. That helicopter couldn't have been flying. The propellers aren't moving. A van plus a helicopter plus a boat equals a nuclear explosion. Where the heck did Mento come from? All of a sudden it's back as speech bubbles because I was too lazy to record the rest of the lines or something. Wait, I thought Basketball was lassoed by something else. When did they release him? And why did Football and Beach Ball decide to swim instead of get a boat from Butter? Wind Token's constipation sounds. When and why did Muggy become brown? Again, this would work very differently if iPhone wasn't a phone. Where does that charger go? Don't answer that. I don't remember Boomerang being around when Boney pranked Candy Corn. How does he know about it? Again, maybe it's just a common thing, but I haven't seen it since episode 1, so... Took the badness right out of me. Really? That sounds so cliche and cheesy. The brain damage leads to a change of heart cliche or something. Also, it would have been more likely to kill him rather than do that. Bet you weren't expecting a random laser from the sky. Was that Boomerang's planning? He looks really smug. When Token has a basement, didn't he run away from home? Oh wow, a contestant eliminating themselves to save another contestant. Never been done before. Send them to the white world. Don't you mean the moon? That doesn't sound like knife phone buzzing, that sounds like rattlesnake. There haven't been prizes since episode 3, Boney. He just ate a light bulb. That wasn't a very bright idea. Get it? Yeah, that was horrible. Oh hey, there's a self-insert here. These are supposed to be the comic relief characters. Couldn't you tell from all the awful forced jokes? It's the evil token from 2 episodes ago. Somehow he's a virus now. There's that laugh again. I still don't know whose voice that is. How to remove a virus from your phone. Send a few local object show contestants in, have one shoot blueberries at the virus from its mouth, then finish it off with a light bulb and whatever the heck that gray and green thing is. As it turns out, that light bulb may have been more helpful than that blueprint. Why did Wind Token add Jelly out of nowhere? She was nowhere to be seen in the last episode. maybe to even out the team so that the new team would also have 5 members. But the problem with that is that all the teams have lost at least 1 member, so Windtoken isn't evening anything out at all. Or maybe Jelly is just there to be a forced love interest to French Fry. Why should we care about that? Oh cool, another sneak peek for an episode that doesn't exist. How many of these are there? The one with Boomerang sort of happens next episode, but Evil iPhone still never exists. Dun dun dun, to make it more dramatic, as if it will make anyone care about the next episode.
Now it's time to get revenge on Bonnie. To the ship!
Boomerang's speech shows he's evil, and somehow he already has a rocket on the moon. Has he been here before? I don't care about the other badly drawn plans, I want to know what that white line is at the top of the screen.
We never sent the other eliminated contestants up to the White World.
The White World again. If this is another planet he's talking about, and not the moon, he wouldn't be able to send everyone up there anymore once the Earth and White World are no longer aligned. And yes, that poorly drawn cannon can really launch the contestants through space. What's going on with Brady and French Fry? Why do they have matches? Who allowed them to play with fire?
But then why did you shoot them up earlier? Oh, me and my simple pleasures.
Don't take that out of context.
Congratulations. You will get your members back after the challenge. And good thing, because you probably would need Blueberry on your team.
Blueberry and Candy Corn rejoin. Windtoken even makes a comment about the team needing Blueberry because he's the only smart one on the team. And 2 episodes later, he forgets Blueberry rejoined and sues him. Yes, Blueberry is being sued for having counterfeit tokens, but none of that would have ever happened if Windtoken had just remembered that Blueberry rejoined and didn't need to ask for the tokens. And why didn't Blueberry remember either? This show is stupid. 13 sins for making the 13th episode become a court episode. Look, it's this cliche guy again. How did you survive being blown up last episode? And how did you become a virus and then turn back? Are you immortal or something? Where did those other tokens come from? Were they just hiding out in the forest waiting for this to happen? Another explosion, which Windtoken somehow survives. I'd say tokens might just be unkillable, but Windtoken was killed in episode 3. So how did a giant rocket explosion not kill him? So the show reverts back to subtitles after a major explosion. Great excuse for laziness. Oh hey, 4th wall broken. Going on a hiatus until 2014 isn't that long of a wait considering this episode was published on December 18th of 2013. Are you kidding me? Muggy survived the explosion? Muggy, the one made of glass?
Anything wrong? Yes, my childhood.
That might just be one of the best jokes made in this show, but it's also really sad. And cue very long and emotional backstory.
They frequently have wars with me.
War. Like episodes 8 and 10? Is that why it's called Battle of Objects? Then why not call it Token Wars? Oh, right. He said it was because of Ma, but the story he tells after that doesn't explain that at all. When Token is describing an abusive family, talking about child abuse, and when making this episode I didn't understand that and just played it for a joke. How every host starts a show, run away from home and stumble across a convenient hosting convention.
Yeah, me too.
The power of peer pressure. All these tokens have no limbs. Why? Because of laziness, and them speaking at the same time and saying exactly what everyone is saying is cheesy and unrealistic. Real families don't work that way. Why is there a red circle on Windtoken's face? Is he Rudolph?
Well, still, I'm glad it turned out this way because if it didn't, I wouldn't be host right now.
I know Windtoken is trying to say that everything worked out and that you shouldn't try to change the past even if it was bad. But the only reason he lists for saying things aren't so bad now is because he's host. He's not going to mention that he's lucky to have met all the contestants or something like that.
Whoever did not listen is up for elimination.
Well, how's that fair? Most of everyone was dead, so they couldn't have listened to the backstory.
Well, this was fun, but I've got to go.
Blueberry suddenly has to go, and it's his own house. I didn't know how to animate him leaving, so I just moved him, his face, and all of his limbs off screen at different rates for some reason. It actually perfectly shows his awkwardness, which I like about that part, but the fact that it leaves him looking like this deserves a sin.
Is it just me, or does practically everyone like me?
Muggy, how did you come to that conclusion? Blueberry didn't say almost anything except that he's gotta go. Did his awkwardness tip you off that he might have an embarrassing crush on you? But I thought you were oblivious. There's a blank scene because the animation glitched, and I didn't try to fix it. Shouldn't Muggy be more concerned? This is almost supervillain levels of secret lair. What does this lever do? There's actually no explanation and nothing seems to happen. How does kissing her make up for her finding out that you have a secret lair under your house? Muggy said you could trust her, not kiss her. There's a difference. So basketball would have been eliminated. That means beach ball would be the last member left on the... not saying their team name. But now beach ball would be on a team by herself, while the Fruity Bunch and the Late Chocolates have 5 members. 'Cause that's fair.
Blueberry, weren't you already eliminated? Yes, but it's because you never let me use my win token.
Yes, Blueberry was eliminated, but he rejoined. I already sinned this, but I'll sin it again, and I'll continue to sin it every time it comes up, because this is the biggest plot hole ever, and is covered up later as being part of a complex dream. Blueberry also forgot why he's back? True, he never did use his win token, but it's much too late for that, and he doesn't even need to use that as an excuse. Another sin for this Blueberry plot hole. Blueberry only has 1 arm. This is the last thing you see before you die. Win Token's mouth stops moving while he's talking, but then continues moving once he stops talking.
The challenge will be to make up the challenge.
The challenge will be to make up the challenge. I sure hope that doesn't happen again in Season 3 right before the other court episode.
I'm a grape. It's so hard to talk about it. There was a Blueberry and Grapes war, and we lost.
Blueberry is a grape, and there was a war between blueberries and grapes? He is a horrible liar. That isn't believable at all. And if he actually isn't lying, then that is the weirdest plot twist I could have imagined, and this deserves even more sins. If it turns out that he actually is a grape, which I doubt he is, then add another 100 sins. But for now, I'll just sin the lie about being a grape and about the blueberry grape war.
You used your win token last episode.
No, Blueberry didn't use his win token last episode. You never took it from him. And isn't that win token Blueberry gives Muggy useless because he was eliminated before he could use it?
What do you mean? That one's yours. Mine's,
Blueberry, stop trying to lie. It's cringe-worthy. Sure, Blueberry is lying about something and we don't know what, but it obviously isn't something innocent because we've just caught him cheating. But I'm starting to wonder how Blueberry got away with it for so long for being this bad of a liar. Wait, that's not the show's intro. Catch one of your contestants cheating? Sue him instead of whatever logical punishment you could give a cheater in a minor competition show. And they're immediately in court. I thought it was supposed to take months to do anything with the legal system. Oh wait, it did take months. This episode was delayed for 8 months. Win Token clearly doesn't know what he's talking about, but somehow gets away with it. There is a short joke about Win Token, but he's not one of the shorter characters. The judge is shorter than him. Why are they short? So we can't see their mouths behind the podiums.
I need to speak with my lawyer. Yeah, come on guys. Blueberry was just...
Wait, why is Muggy acting as Blueberry's lawyer? How is she allowed to do that with evidently no law school training?
Muggy, seeing as you're in an object show, I'm gonna have a little bit of a gamble for you.
The judge has a little bit of a gamble for Muggy? Who gave her a license to judge trials? Somebody revoke it.
I have an idea. Make her go through another season.
Another season? Why? Just so we can add some new characters to it? We already have 25. Quick, we need someone to win. Whoever talks first gets $1 million. Go! Pillow wakes up just in time to win the show. And ironically, she's the first eliminated.
Haha, he doesn't know that this is the real money case. You're right, Boney. Keep that money. You won.
Boney, where did you get that and how were you able to guess that it's where the money was? You had no actual way of knowing. The first time we see the credits in the whole show. Great, make the windows big enough and the bars slotted enough so that anyone who is flat can escape easily. And no watchtowers, he's just out like that. Some security this prison has. What was Boomerang arrested for anyway? Stealing that briefcase? Or did he get convicted for crashing a rocket? Where's he running to? I doubt he has anywhere to go and he'd be caught, so brought back to prison soon after.
Objection!